Bentley truck, tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the yeah. While you was sleeping on me, I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man? My name is your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Luck on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they're going to ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. And he connects with Ebron. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Mariota. And he gets it down to the 32. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Trying to power it ahead with one. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Sturgis adds the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough, he's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dancing to his left. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Gordon, 30 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Luck now on second down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Luck. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Quincy Wilson in on the stop. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mariota gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Oh, now he bowls him over. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Mariota now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Man open left side, it's Williams. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. Mariota. Incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey. 4 down. Check.
On play action, Mariota. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
4 down.
Play action now. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a handoff looking right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
So out come the Chargers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mariota on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey. 4 down.
They go play action. Mariota. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down.
4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Yeldon. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, that's Hammond, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Mariota to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And on the ground they go to the running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.